Okay. If anyone's wondering why I was late to my own stream I scheduled, right here. Reason number one. Reason number two is over there. Okay. Let's do this stream. At least for a good hour. Okay. So off the bat, if you are a member, join the Discord. Members only Discord. Anyone can join, but members are going to be able to see the chat. You can ask me questions on Discord. I want to use the live Q&As on YouTube for essentially everyone else. Okay. Thank you very much for the first donation. I appreciate that. My coffee maker's going wild. Got rated at 10% for GERD, effective March 2nd. Was rated under new system of rating. Should I appeal? HLR, symptom severe, recent diagnosis. No, you weren't. Okay. You're rated off the prior system. And should you appeal HLR, that is totally your choice. What are your symptoms? What are your documented symptoms? Okay. That's the question. So your effective date is 3/2/24. What's your decision date? What's your the date on your decision letter? Okay. All right. Received honorable for VA purposes. Have claimed several items currently in the third phase. How do you know if you are entitled to compensation and just not Chapter 17? I would call the VA and ask them. That's what I would do. Clay, just want to say thank you again. Big B, thank you. Appreciate that. Longtime fan of the show, man. Filled a Nexus DBQ from Dr. Sharma. Filed. Was sent to C&P exam anyways. Yep, that sucks. That's probably an unwarranted C&P exam. C&P was uploaded yesterday, called Vera. They said it was favorable. Hopefully Vera wasn't pulling my leg. Dr. Sharma's top notch. They probably weren't. Okay. And Dr. Sharma is pretty dope. Side note, free Nexus letter giveaway will happen July 1st. So make sure you enter to be considered for the free Nexus. I'm going to have to link that video here. I just did it today. Let's go ahead and link this. Boom. There it is. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. There it is. Okay. Altruistic. Yep. Awesome. Okay. Also, I was denied PTSD due to not going to an exam. I never received any notice from the VA or any company. Can I file supplemental with updated information? Yes, you can, and you're going to have to. Okay. I would also include a statement as to why you missed your exam, whether you didn't know, whatever the case may be. Hey, Clay, props to having the same name. Beautiful name you have there. I did a sleep study while active that my C&P examiner said was inconclusive. I did another one after getting out and got diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. It seems like you have a very, very clear chance of getting direct sleep apnea, which is the easiest way, by far the easiest way to get sleep apnea service connected, right? So what are the chances? I wouldn't say chances, right? I'm just going to say that you have the in-service event. You have the current diagnosis. Those become the foundation for the Nexus, okay? Eli says you're doing follow duty. Yep. Not by choice, man, but here we are. Okay, Outlaw, how's it going? And Soul Moon, what's up, Clay and Baby? Yep, her name's Layton, named after Clayton, okay? But for you three, I know Soul Moon, you're in there. Make sure you guys join the Discord. All right, B. Marcus. Thank you. All right, Clayton says, appreciate everything you're doing for us. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, there's no questions. There's no stream. Remember that. Does appealing effect date open up the whole claim? It does not, okay? unless the VA made a mistake, you have nothing to worry about. If you want to do a HLR for the effective date, go right ahead. That's very, very common, higher level review. June 3rd or 6/3. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me know. Thank you for being a member. Let me know what you're talking about. Good afternoon. What's up? Hey, can I erase that, dude? Sorry. I don't know what anyone is talking about. I'm in the middle of my exam process with 2 C&Ps to go. I've already completed my mental health exam. Is there any way to see my results before the VA reaches a decision? There is. You can speak to your easiest way is going to be through your VSO, assuming they are willing, would be a good word, willing to share that with you. Or you could just request it through your regional office. And I would call them before you go in person, especially if it's far away. But those are your 2 ways to get those results fast, okay? And yes, you can request specific C&P exam results, which is much faster than your C file. Option C, dude, thank you for being a member, and thank you for the donation. You're always consistent. I definitely appreciate that. For the members, be sure to join the Discord. You'll be able to ask me questions all throughout the day, and I'll be answering those. And Sunshine from Hawaii, yep, aloha. I'm not in Hawaii. I'm in Fairfax, Virginia. But thanks for another live, Clay. 7 days away from exit exam, retirement, listed everything, not currently in my service agreement record. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Absolutely. Make sure you still list everything that is in there, right? List it all, but definitely focus on everything that's not. It's your last chance. Hey, Clay, I looked into the decision letter for back spasms. Okay. Darth Maul coffee cup here. I'll have to turn it around. I'm going to read your question. I just want to show everyone my sick Darth Maul cup. Yes, I know. I'm pretty cool. Okay. It says I went to medical at Geiger in 2010 4 times, and it's not sufficient enough to give an arthritis range of motion rating advice. Yeah, so you have the in-service event, which is good. What you need is a current diagnosis. So were you currently diagnosed? If you have those 2 things in your decision letter, I would do a higher level review. Personally, that's what I would do. If you don't have the current diagnosis, well, now you need the current diagnosis, but you have the in-service event. It's there. VA primary. Did I skip a bunch? I did skip a bunch. I'm going to go back up. Don't worry, guys. I will go back up. VA primary doc will not give Nexus letter for sleep apnea. How do I get one? First off, patient advocacy. Okay. We need to start getting under VHA's. We need to get on their nerves. Okay. And basically scream, cry, and throw a tantrum every time they don't do what they're supposed to do. And I would reference the VA secretary in May talking about how VHA providers are supposed to be doing these, okay? Or at least filling out DBQs. Nexus letters, but DBQs for sure, okay? VHA DBQs. Boom. All right. Let's go back because I totally skipped a few, and I apologize. Razor Ray Solar, thank you for being a member. Be sure to join the Discord. The link is in the description, I believe, for the Discord. I think so. I should check on that before I say it. I'll read your question here in a second. Let me just make sure the link is in for the Discord. Anyone can join the Discord, okay? But members are going to have full access. The link is not in there. Okay. Where did I post that link? Hold on. Give me a second. I think I posted it in the community tab. If so, I'm just going to throw it down here. Oh my gosh, dude. This thing's going to drive me nuts. Copy link. Discord. Okay. Join that bad boy. That's not what I needed. That's what I needed. It's gone, baby. It's gone. Don't scream when it's gone. Okay. How can I see my diagnosis on va.gov or soon after I see the doctor? I saw a neurologist this past Thursday and prescribed me medication for migraines. Thank you. You are in luck. I'm not going to tell you all the details on how to do it, but it's pretty easy. I'm going to link a video, but you're looking for your SCT code would be your treatment code. ICD would be your diagnostic code. You're going to download your blue button report, and that will be in your VA medical records. Okay. Find DX. I'm going to pick up the pace here in a second. I just need to get situated. Okay. Schedule with Dr. Sharma June 6th. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope he helps, man. That would be awesome. Okay. And hold on, Secret Sauce. I'm going to come back to you as always. You're the homie. Don't worry about it. Clayton C says, shout out to baby Layton. Same name as my cousin. We got a lot in common, my guy. Just put in for IBS and still waiting. Not currently diagnosed, but waiting for 3 weeks. If I get diagnosed now, should I bring that to my exam? You absolutely should bring that to your exam, 1,000%. Kellyanne, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for always supporting me. Okay, support the channel. Secret sauce. I went to a C&P exam with Nexus and DBQ from Dr. Sharma, but was still awarded 90%. It's just the VA checking the box. I know there's more context to that. I'm going to apply you were underrated. If that's the case, Secret Sauce, that's a pretty clear higher level review on the decision get given, especially since you have a DBQ with your claim. So I would absolutely do a higher level review, assuming you're implying that the rating given was low. I see about a week ago about MST and PTSD, just awarded 90. Okay. Congrats, I think, for the rating. I really hate seeing anything to do with MST. It just, the whole thing sucks. And I'm definitely sorry about that, but I'm glad you're rated, assuming that's a proper rating. Teddy Woodson, if your primary care filled out DBQ on a supplemental, should I try to get a Nexus as well? That would help, but you have the DBQ, which becomes the foundation of the Nexus. Victor Picuro submitted sleep apnea due to weight gain with mental health medications. Submitted private DBQ, been 4 months. Would VA deny without scheduling a C&P exam? They could. It doesn't seem like they are. That denial would have probably already happened. If that's the case, so let's see. I mean, you're in the waiting game right now. Welcome to the suck. Get it out, dude. Get it out. Okay, let's go back to Hey Clay, what's up? I looked into the decision letter. Oh, we already talked about that. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. What do I do if I went to my exam for neck pain and they only tested me for radiculopathy and not range of motion? They probably saw, I'm going to assume that they said they tested your range of motion, which is definitely not what they should have done. Okay. But for instance, if you're doing that in the exam, they can do their measurements from that. Which is it's not right, but it is common for them to not use the ruler, right? They will assess, for instance, your back and your knees when you sit down in the chair. That would be assessed, okay? But if you feel like the examiner sauced on, if you feel like the examiner did something shady, I would do a personal statement and submit that through Quick Submit right now. That's what I would do. And just talk about your experience. Talk about facts. saying the examiner did not test for this. I thought that's what they were going to test for. Yada, yada, yada. Stay away from feelings. Stick with facts. Here's how you can submit evidence like statements with your claim pretty fast. Submit evidence. We don't need that anymore anyways. Boom. Okay, Minnie Clay. Yep, that's her. Hello, want to show some support? Stay up. Awesome. Thank you very much. Secret sauce. I was implying the rating was high. Oh, okay. That's good. The VA seems to send vets anyways without private Nexus and DBQs. Yes, that's the VA's. In my opinion, the VA's number one problem are C&P exams and everything surrounding C&P exams. And if I was to break C&P exams down, it would be unwarranted exams that as you've had, right? If you submit a fully developed claim, that's it. The claim is fully developed. It either is or it's not. I think the VA needs to tell veterans when it's not fully developed and why it's not fully developed. Okay. But thank you very much, Secret Sauce. Appreciate that. Become a member, dude. You're always here. You're always donating. No need to donate. Okay, become a member. You get full access to the Discord. You can ask me questions. You can probably help me answer questions at this point with the amount of lives that you've attended. So consider it. Kevin Harden, what's up? Thank you for being a member. Appreciate that. Just want to say I don't trust these examiners. Yep, me neither. Mine said she couldn't find my diagnosis until I whipped out my phone and started looking, then miraculously found it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's because they didn't look. That's why. They did not look, and that is why. Thomas C. says, let me get to Thomas C. real quick. I noticed that the VA hospital has really been checking my blood pressure. I wonder if VA will make it presumptive for Gulf War vets. I don't think so. Okay. I think that window for PACT Act was the time to do it. And I'm not sure of the evidence specifically for burn pits or other heavy particulates for high blood pressure. Now for exposure, yes, that's where the Vietnam era comes into play. But I don't see that. Maybe for like JP8, right? If you're over there, I was the one. I spent many a time throwing JP8 in a burn pit and lighting it on fire, which absolutely sucked. So maybe that, maybe. Okay, Clayton C, dude. Thank you very much, man. I definitely appreciate that. Seriously. Second one of the day, man. Wild. Thank you. Okay. The examiner said the VA. Hold on. Sauce, I'll get back to you. I skipped one. I'm currently service connected for my lower back. I went in to claim migraines and mental health on a secondary basis. Do I have to wait to get my secondary mental health claim approved first, or can I file it together? You can file it together, and if you're going to do that, you're going to need some solid evidence, okay? You can file them together. Make sure you have evidence. Okay. The examiner said the VA didn't give them an option to put the range of motion anywhere. Okay, that makes more sense, actually. They even asked me about it and said that's weird and I should tell my VSO, who said it's fine. I wouldn't say it's fine. It seems like you're going to have another C&P exam because they didn't order the DBQ. The VA adjudicator who looked at your records didn't send that DBQ to the examiner to even do it in the first place. So the examiner was just doing C&P examiners just do what they're told from the VA. So it sounds like a mistake from the VA was made, assuming that you did submit a claim for cervical strain. But if you have a claim for radiculopathy, that's within the same DBQ anyway. So it just sounds weird to me. regardless, Sauce, I think you should do a personal statement and submit it via quick submit about your C&P exam. You know, don't dog on them. Just say, hey, I thought we were going to do a range of motion test for my, lumbar spine or my cervical spine, whichever that is for you. But it didn't happen. All right, Chuck May. What's up, Chuck? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck wood? Thanks for all you do. Thank you. Appreciate that. I sent text in your last video with Jay. My question is getting ready to submit for mental health and back increase and for some secondaries. I'm 54 and wondering what you think. So I know two Jays. There's Jay from TheCivDiv on my channel, and there's Jason, Jay, from Veterans InfoTap and Veterans Daily. So I don't know what you're talking about at all. Ooh, I just dropped a video too. Just dropped a video 3 minutes ago. Might as well share it. Okay. Might as well share it in the chat. But if you go watch it, make sure you come back. If you don't, that's cool too. New, bam. Okay. Yeah, man, I don't know what your question is. You're 54. I'm going to assume you're talking about the 55-year mark. If that's the case. I mean, once you hit 55, you hit the 55-year rule. So I don't know what I really don't know what your question is. My question is getting ready to submit for MHM back increase and for some secondaries. I'm 54 and wondering what you think. I think you need evidence for those secondaries, and I think you're about to hit 55. So that's the best answer I can give you. Holy baloney. Hold on. We got some more. Okay. David Triana, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. God bless you and your family. Thank you, brother. I'm currently IU and 90% service connected since last November. I wish to get 100 so I can work from home without losing my disability benefits. Is it wise to start secondary claims while I'm on TDIU? It is wise to submit evidence-based claims, meaning in-service events and current diagnosis, until you're properly rated. So if you don't think you're properly rated with 90% in IU, then continue to do that. Okay. Is it wise? That's a you thing. You have to figure out what lifestyle that you want. If you want to work from home, that's totally cool. Go ahead and start submitting your claims. But that's a you. I'm never going to recommend you not be on IU if you can't work. Okay. I need to pin a chat, and I forgot to for some reason. Ask me your veteran benefit questions. Members, be sure to join the Discord. Check community tab. Beep. Discord's brand new. Pin message. There we go. Okay. Did I read that? No, I did read that. Okay. Dude, I'm insane right now. VA didn't even get the medical records from my Social Security Administration when I was determined disabled. They don't have to. You're supposed to send those in for them. And they are required to defer TBI and denied Parkinson's. I wouldn't count on the VA to do anything. If their records, not DOD, not VA, you need to send those records to the VA. Okay, keep in mind Social Security is totally different from VA. VA is looking at the big three: in-service event, current diagnosis, and the Nexus. That ain't got nothing to do with Social Security at all. Okay, clean music lover as opposed to dirty music. I received an email from the VES this morning for scheduling upcoming C&P exams. Okay. Bilateral hip replacement VA C&P in May says not as likely. It probably says less likely as not. New evidence in VA C&P in December 23 went well, but no recommendation made. I'm deciphering this. QTC C&P February of this year gave a at least as likely, rater then sent it to VES where they said no. That sounds like a higher level review to me. You had a favorable C&P exam. I would absolutely, at a minimum, do a higher level review, informal conference, and talk about the exam in February of 24. That's what I would do. No, they will not, Chuck. I'm not saying this to you. I'm saying this so people get the point. This is going to sound really bad. I'm not directing this at you, okay? But no, this is like really stupid. Not at all, okay? Not at all. There are no 55. Hey, happy 55th birthday. You have a C&P exam. Okay, Big B had a supplemental claim in for bronchitis. They denied it, said I had no in-service event. I did a high-level review, and they laughed and said they didn't even look. Send it back with evidence. I want to know if you are packed, if you're a Gulf War veteran. If I remember correctly, I think you are. That sounds weird. If you are, you need a current diagnosis, probably. Is it better to get my VA primary care doc to do my DBQs or get them done through C&P instead? The VA is probably going to force you to do both. Well, at least the C&P one. But if you can get your primary care at the VA to do a DBQ, that is absolutely solid. Absolute solid. Okay. Hold on. Nope. Mike, David, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Filing my higher level review on Friday. 100% here I come. Wishing you the best. Absolutely wishing you the best. Okay. Make sure you speak on your evidence. I'm a huge fan of higher level reviews with informal conferences. Yes, that does delay the HLR, but it gives you a voice to the reviewer. Okay. But you don't have to. You can do a statement instead. I just don't. I would rather answer a phone call from a reviewer and say, hey, man, here's why I think this is service connected. Okay. Hey, Clay, VES sent the VA claims people an email the other day saying to stay tuned to the new audiology exams for tinnitus. I think I know who you are. If your wife, you or your spouse is a C&P examiner, and I think I sent you a reply. I haven't got one yet. If that is you, feel free to send me a reply. Because I would love for someone to speak, an examiner, even anonymous. I would keep them black and, not say the company name or your spouse's name, to speak on the new exam for tinnitus. I would absolutely love that, if you are willing. So if that is you, which I'm pretty sure it is, send me an email. The community would greatly appreciate it. Big B, thank you for being a member, man. Welcome. I mean, you've been a member this whole time, pretty much, in my eyes. But welcome. Make sure you download Discord, link your YouTube account to your Discord account, and then you'll have full access to the Discord. Okay, I totally skipped. What in the heck is happening? I don't know where I'm at anymore. Let me see. Okay. Just so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Here's what I'm going. We answered that. We answered this. If a claim has been filed as primary already, can it be changed to secondary instead? You can call the VA, but the VA is going to look at all avenues of service connection. Okay. So for instance, if you do an IBS secondary to PTSD, they're going to look at IBS secondary and they're going to look at IBS direct. They're also going to look at IBS Terra. And so you could potentially be denied 3 times there. Something is wrong with, let me figure this out, because clearly something's wrong with my StreamYard, because chats are everywhere right now. And I don't want to miss someone. Any advice on C&P exam that's been held up by examiner that's still not turned in? Nope, nothing. You're just in the waiting game. Welcome to the suck. Sorry about that. David Triana, dude, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate that. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you. My family thanks you. She's knocked out. Outlaw, remember to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hit the like button. Okay, Clay, bro, if it wasn't for you, I would have no idea on VA disability. Awarded 70% a year and a half ago, then 90 in 6 months. If the supplemental claims approved, 100%, I'll share the love. Don't feel obligated to. Okay, that's what this channel is for. I'm glad I was able to help you along your journey. And thanks for the shout out, man. Definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that. Okay. If I'm waiting on decision for ED, my VA doctor prescribed medication and it works, can I still win the SMCK claim? I'm 100% P&T. I mean, you need a diagnosis, okay? If your medication makes it work, that's funny. You're still diagnosed, right? Just like hypertension, you still have the diagnosis. Carl Hartley. Now, if it cures it, that's a different story, which I don't think it does. I honestly don't know. Hey, Clay, big fan. I love you. I have a quick question. I got a message saying that they're going to just do record review only for my GERD. Is that a good or bad thing? It's neither good nor bad. It just means that they need the opinion. That's it. If your DBQ from primary care is accepted on a supplemental claim, should I attend C&P if VA requests it? This is always the number one most difficult question, okay? Because on one hand, a fully developed claim should not require a C&P exam. And if you don't have the medical opinion, then the VA should just schedule a records review, ACE. On the other hand, the VA does schedule unwarranted C&P exams. That's a fact. And so now the question is, well, do I go or do I not go? And my number one counter question is, how certain are you that your claim is fully developed? Because if it's not and you don't go, that's denied. Right? In the same breath, it's an unwarranted C&P exam. So it's like, it's a double-edged sword. That's the answer. I know I didn't give you one, but that is the answer. Okay, it's not a black and white type answer. Kellyanne, what's up? Thank you for being a member. Make sure you download Discord. If you are a member, download Discord. It's a Dr. Brown's bottle, and so don't worry about it. It still had some in there. How do I look up questions will be asked at upcoming C&P exam for thyroid, prostate, high blood pressure, have diagnosis for cancer? So for those 3, very, very straightforward type claims. But yeah, you can just Google VA public DBQs. and then go down from the list on there. Kevin Smith, what's up, says, hello, the VA said my sleep apnea is not service connected, though they're the ones who sent me to get tested due to my mental and medical issues. What can I do? Yeah, so Common, I'm so glad you asked this question. It's going to sound like I'm ragging on you, but I'm not. I just want you to know that. Calvin, sorry. Just because the VA gives you a diagnosis don't mean anything. The only thing it means is you've been currently diagnosed. Congrats. That's it. It has nothing to do with military. It has nothing to do with anything outside of you being diagnosed. That's it. Huge misconception. Just because the VA treats you doesn't mean anything outside of you're getting treatment. You've been diagnosed. For VA disability, it is the big three. No more, no less. Anyone talking outside the big three is an idiot. Okay? Absolute idiot. It's the in-service event. What is your evidence from service that indicates you have sleep apnea? If you don't have any, you might want to consider secondary. But you can't just say sleep apnea is secondary. You have to have evidence indicating the secondary connection. Sleep apnea is difficult. You're going to need correlating factors, okay? But that's why. It's a great question, though. Thank you for asking. Kellen, new member. I thought you already were a member, but hey, welcome. Welcome back. Again, appreciate that. Maybe you upgraded. I don't know. Thank you, Kellen. Jerry, early. Thank you for listing over the Big Island. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. If you have a question, let me know. Tracy says, hey, Clay, thanks for all you do. I'm now a member. Welcome to the team, okay? We got a bunch of Lance Corporals over here. Make sure you join the Discord. Go to the community tab on the channel, and you'll find the link for the Discord. It's also in the chat somewhere, but it's buried now. If you have an SCT code but not the ICD code, will the VBA accept that as a diagnosis? No, they won't. And you need to speak to your primary care. Yeah, so technically the answer is no, but treatment codes, especially active treatment, is good enough for a diagnosis for VA rating purposes. VA healthcare system is very, very quick to treat, not so much at formalizing an ICD code, okay? It's really irrelevant. If you're being treated for a condition, you have the evidence for current documentation and a current diagnosis. It's there. Easy peasy. Sean Wilson says, does the VA provide an attorney when I go to trial? No, they don't. No, they do not even a little bit. Kevin, what's up? Good morning. It's evening over here. Thomas C., I noticed the VA hospital has really been checking. Okay, this is some of these we already answered. I'm currently service connected for lower back. I want to claim migraines. We answered this one. We answered that. This is where I got jacked up. Okay, I see. At least we're caught up now. At least we are caught up now. Just joined the Discord channel. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Dragon. Okay. What Clayton C said is exactly what I had to do. I had to literally show my examiner that I had surgery on my foot. Yeah, it's wild. C&P exam. I mean, it's very evident. One or two things is happening, and sometimes both. One, the VA is not sending the proper records. Two, the examiner is not even looking at the relevant evidence. How can someone give a medical opinion without looking at the relevant evidence? It's absolutely the biggest scam in the VA that's really bringing the VA down are C&P exams, and leadership in the VA does not care about it. They're over here busy talking about freaking trust scores and 91.8% approval rates. It's like, dude, you can't make this shit up, dude. Okay. I received 10% for tinnitus. I'm now 75. Yes. Go ahead. Schedule Dr. Sharma. Yep, we answered that one. Thank you. Appreciate that. We answered that one. I'm not diagnosed with hemorrhoids, but am being treated. Is that good enough? It is. Yes, so you have the SCT code. Brian Estrada says, I'm going to answer Brian's and I'll get to the chats here in a second. I just got increased to 90, but I have a little that was denied. I noticed that I have given medical evidence and all that I submitted. The Army lost my active duty medical records. Okay, I don't know what your question is. Sorry, that sucks. Tyler, thank you very much, Tyler. Does the VA rate prior shoulder dislocations and bicep tendonitis separately? Yes. So shoulders and then the arms. Okay. Absolutely. Shoulders, elbows, forearms, wrists, and the nerves within. Considering filing BTS as secondary. Mark Palmer says, what's the quickest way to get results of C&P exam? I originally applied in August, and I'm still getting the runaround for my C file. You're going to continue getting the runaround for that. Yeah, so 2 quickest ways. Number 1, your VSO is willing to show you the C&P exam results. They don't have to. They have to be willing to do that. Okay. 2 is through your regional office, not your entire C file. Request your individual C&P exam results. Okay, through your regional office. That is the quickest way to get your C&P exam results, assuming you're not active duty. If you are active, it'll be in your TRICARE Reserve Genesis, whatever they call it now. I'm doing all that. Just get back to work. Yep. I think you're the TDIU person. If that's what you want to do, go for it, man. What the It's got to be hotel internet that's messing my stuff up. Okay. People have told me VBA will reevaluate you right away if you do. I know you donated, so let me just go back to your question real quick just to get some more. I'm currently IU. Oh, yeah, they're going to reevaluate your absolutely that they are, which is why if you go down that road, you really need to make sure your claims are evidence-based. Okay, for real. Evidence, not what you think evidence is. Evidence according to the big 3. The in-service event, the current diagnosis, and the nexus. Okay. Ever had an AFFF exposure? I've seen tons of exposure claims. Okay, not many connected. Sent you an email looking for advice. You're gonna have to message that to me in the Discord, man. I know you're a busy man, but when you get a chance, I would appreciate the advice. Yeah, message me in Discord. Okay, that's most important. Message me in Discord. That's what Discord's for. Members can message me. They can ask the group questions. That's what the Discord is for. Okay, so Kevin, put that in Discord, and let's answer your questions. 61 years old, and I try to get my C file and I did a full waiver request for that in August, and I still haven't received it. I'm getting the runaround. Any tips? Nope. Just call. Make sure it's in there and just call, man. It sucks. Dylan, do I need a Nexus for PTSD, but I was diagnosed with a month? I was diagnosed a month ago. If I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression while on, I'm glad I can pull the chats up so you guys can understand the trouble I have when I read some of these. Every claim ever needs a Nexus. Ever. The Nexus is one of three. Well, one of four. It's either linking it directly to service, it's linking it secondary, it's linking it to exposure to toxins, or it's presumptive. Every single claim ever in the whole world of claims will require a Nexus. Every single time. Okay? There's 4 of them. There you go. Will TheCivDiv ever become an accredited claims agent? TheCivDiv cannot. And let me show you why. Because I've gotten this question a few times. I've already tried, but I am a federal employee. By the way, Salary Transparency today, who has a huge following, just dropped a panel I did for federal employees. If you want to show them some love, show me some love, comment on that video and say that TheCivDiv sent you. Okay. But let me show you Claims Agent FAQ, because this is really starting to piss me off because people are stupid. Claims Agent FAQ. VA. Where's it at? Please tell me I can find this fast. Haha! Here it is. Look at this. I want everyone to look at this because people think I'm absolutely blowing smoke. You'll come to find that I'm a petty person. Okay. Question 3. Thank you. Can I become accredited to help veterans with their claims if I am a federal employee? No. I tried, man. I tried. Trust me, if I was making money from helping veterans with their claims, I would quit my job. 1,000%. Okay. Secret sauce, just to calm some anxieties. If someone here is worried about C&P exam, don't be. Thank you. I've been to 3, and they all were successful and professional. I'm glad you had good ones. You also had solid evidence, too. Keep that in mind. It's when veterans don't have evidence that C&P exams really, really go down the toilet. Okay. Jerome Barber. Can you be diagnosed by an examiner during a C&P exam for a disability you didn't claim? Yes, you can, and receive a rating for it. Yes, you can. Arthritis is a common one. Radiculopathy, because it's in the same DBQ. Radiculopathy and lumbar spine claims is another common one. Okay, same thing with cervical and the arms. The answer is yes. If that happens, you have a stellar C&P examiner. Okay, absolute stellar. With this upcoming pending mental health rating change, not pending, okay? It's not pending. It's just kind of out there. The only reason people even know about it is because of YouTube, because the VA ain't saying diddly squat on it. What if I file the mental health claim and it's approved and becomes law? Why be rated under the new? Okay, so we're going to use GERD IBS as the example here because that change was final May 19th of this year. If you have your intent to file prior to that date, you're going to be rated off of both. The VA will take the highest of the two. If your intent to file is after that date, then you're going to be off of the new schedule. Okay. Have a current diagnosis. I'm already at 100%. It was an outstanding claim. Awesome. Awesome. I'm retiring in 10 months from deployment location, and I'm a permanent party here. What's the best way to begin my medical documentation for VA benefits? Go see your primary care. There's no best way. You just go see your primary care, make sure you talk about everything, and prepare for your exit exam. All right, Big B, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Make sure you download Discord, link your YouTube channel. Yeah, we have a good time over there. My power and staff is saying thank you for all you. Thank you to all of you. All right. I got your 6. Last week, had the pleasure of talking with Dr. Sharma. Looking forward to what lies ahead for anyone looking for mental health. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Definitely paid promotion affiliate there, but there's no consulting from me to you through him whatsoever. But thank you. Appreciate that. He also has a mental health course, right? And there's also a free drawing for... There's a free Nexus letter right now. It's going to happen on July 1st for Dr. Sharma. I'm just going to plug that in the chat right now. Boop. Hold on. Okay. All right. Doing informal conference, but writing cover pages to cite what laws they didn't follow, and that my IMO wasn't discussed in the C&P examiner's opinion or the decision letter. Okay? Best of luck to you. Wishing you the best. King Bear says, just got out of the Navy, and my boat doc didn't really conduct a separation physical. Anything I wrote down, he said it doesn't matter, and that he will only mark stuff that he sees in my file. Whatever you wrote down, I assume you mean the form that the Navy uses, like little check boxes. That'll be in your records. But you got to keep in mind that person's position is to make sure, they're just doing their job, okay? If you complain about feet pain and they didn't examine that, you still have the complaint about feet pain. You need to get current evidence from the VA. That's what I would do, and then prepare to submit your claim. Assuming you didn't do a BDD claim, which you should have, okay? You should have, but you didn't. No big deal. Also had to attached a page talking about why I checked the boxes, but he didn't address it. Perfect. If you're DBQ, we talked about that. Been over a month waiting on a compensation review. This 93% hurdle to 100 is brutal. Yep, that last from 86 to 95 is a little bit tough. I'm looking to file PTSD for being on a submarine, test depth, and sprung a leak. Have you heard of a case like this? No. Rebecca, hello from Texas. Hello from Virginia. Ooh, people are joining the Discord. Perfect. Let me check it real quick. This is the Discord. Oh yeah, a lot of people. Okay, awesome. Join the Discord. If you don't, you're a loser. Okay. And thank you, Nuclear, for setting everything up. Appreciate that. Jolene says, Clay, tomorrow I meet with my VSO for an addition claim to my PTSD. Should I include health report that I have that includes glaucoma, diabetes? You should include any and all relevant evidence for whatever it is you want to claim. Greg, thank you for your expertise. So I have sleep apnea because I'm a lazy boy. Yeah. I actually just started getting back in the gym a couple weeks ago, so I'm trying to keep that up as best as I can. Do you know the CFR to know if you have sufficient DPQ so vets know if they have an FTC? It's in my email somewhere. Let me look at it. It's in my email somewhere. Yes, it is. Oh, excuse me. Greg, if you're here and you know off the top of your head, I'd appreciate it. And you know what I'm looking for. That email. I don't know off the top of my head, man. I'm going to have to, I'll post it in the community tab once I find it. Okay. But it is there. I know you've mentioned this before. Can I claim hypertension, or it might be in the M21? Can I claim hypertension? I do have high blood pressure, but I'm okay right now with the pills. Can I still claim it? All right. So you have medication, which means you have a diagnosis. Good. What's your evidence from service? If none, can it be secondary? If so, what's your evidence for secondary? That's the question you need to be asking, not can I claim it? You can claim your butt hurts if you want. Okay. The question is it service connected, and can you prove it? Okay. Oh, we just answered that one. Jerry, exactly what I just said. Okay. Exactly what I just said. Answer is yes, but you got to have evidence. You have to have evidence. Kevin says, nothing on the Camp Lejeune presumptive list, but should I send proof that I was there, or do they already know? They already know. With this upcoming pending, we answered that one. Jeffrey, thank you for being a member, right? Just changing over from Patreon. Awesome. Thank you, Kip. Appreciate that. Would you recommend 2 separate claims for depression and anxiety? Nope, I would not. I'm already getting 50% for depression, but I haven't opened a claim for anxiety. If your symptoms rate 70%, and I'm going to drop a video for you, then you would submit the increase. Okay? You would submit the increase. Oh, shit. Okay. Examiners are lazy. Yep, a lot of them are. There are some good ones out there. What do I do if they lose my active medical records? That sucks. Okay? That absolutely sucks. You need to do everything you can in your power to find them. Just had a hearing test, and the lady said my hearing was perfectly normal for a person my age. My hearing issue has nothing to do with my age. Getting retested. All right? Age is a factor. Okay? It doesn't sound like you were diagnosed. Sean Wilson, I have a service connection for chronic, that word, but a 0% rating. Should I add sleep apnea as a secondary? So this sentence is completely irrelevant. Whatever you have in the whole first sentence is just, you can just delete it. Can you submit a sleep apnea secondary claim? Well, what's your evidence to show that your sleep apnea stems from that or is aggravated by that? That's my question. Okay. What's your evidence? I don't want to hear your self-report. I want to hear your evidence. Have you spoken to your primary care? Are you diagnosed with sleep apnea? What does that look like? What is every single factor with your sleep apnea and all of your conditions? What does your evidence tell? It tells a story. Live free or die. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Make sure you link your YouTube account to your Discord account and join the fun in Discord. None of my records from Benning or Eustis are in my jacket. How is this possible? With everything being electronic now, how do they not automatically consolidate? I have no idea. If you're active, it sounds like you are. It should be in Genesis. If not, that's your answer. Joel, still active, got everything documented by primary care, but I'm at 180 days. What's the priority? Submit BDD early? Yes, you need to submit your BDD claim, okay? You need to submit your BDD claim. It seems like you have tons of evidence. What you need to do is follow my mediocre website. I'm going to show that to you. That is my email, and that is not supposed to be up. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Okay, let's go to CivDivOnline.com, the world's best mediocre website ever. This is it. You're going to go up the top here, and it's going to say more. You're going to click BDD claims, and then you're going to follow these 4 steps, and you're always going to remember not to overcomplicate the process. You're also going to watch this to figure out that you claim everything that you can. Then you're going to download this form. I don't know if you can see it on here well or not. Let me see if I can zoom in, if that helps. Does that help? Oh, it does help. Okay. The green is the in-service event for service treatment records or 0 medical evidence. And then you have to look at evidence other than medical. Obviously, this does not pertain to you. Neither does this. So make sure that everything you either have evidence for or evidence other than medical, your diagnosis is going to come from your exams, and that's it. Okay, that's it. Don't overcomplicate the BDD process. It's super easy. You can download that though. Okay, I am one dumb veteran, 69 years. Nice. Can't you have more than one representative to help file? If you have, so how accreditation works is if the VFW accreditation is representing you, then everyone with VFW's accreditation can see your stuff, whether that's county. VFW does accredit county VSOs, okay? If you're going to different reps that have different accreditations, then you're going to have to do a power of attorney. All right, I already tried going to the regional office and they said to file another FOIA. Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. You file the FOIA for your C&P exam. Thank you for being a member. I see that you have figured that out. Appreciate that. I need to use the restroom and do a coffee refill, okay? I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to do a coffee refill once I figure out where the heck we are because I just lost it again. Man, I really suck at this. Okay, we're right there. Clayton C. Be right back. Coffee refill. I'm going to go potty. Okay. Didn't apply for radiculopathy, but if I tell my examiner about my numbness, etc., will I get automatically rated for it? You should. What I would do is just submit the claim now, okay, just in case. That's what I would do, personally. Yep, that's good stuff, brother. Nope, it's not too late. 65 years old, I've never submitted a claim. Is it too late? That answer is no, it's not too late. It's not too late at all. Is there a certain process, or can I filed like I'm an 18-year-old? I don't even know what you're talking about. There's one process, and if I were you, I would speak to a VSO, county VSO. Derp, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being a mod. Appreciate that. I assume you've been modding stuff this whole time. Neon Bayside. I have 10% tinnitus, and a lawyer put me in for an increase. Is it possible? That I know what you're saying, but just here doesn't make sense. There's obviously some other stuff happening. Does frequent urination have to be claimed as secondary, or can it be filed separately? This is a dumb question, okay? The reason why it's a dumb question, and I'm not attacking you, just want everyone to know, is because I hate the question, do I file it direct or secondary? Few things here. One, the VA is supposed to look at all avenues of service connection, and they do. Two, if you have evidence from service, then you go direct. And if you don't, then secondary is probably going to be the answer. Okay? You don't get to choose. It's what does your evidence tell you to do? All claims are petty. It's in our nature. Yeah, I'm of the petty type. Shouldn't Nexus be established if you have an in-service event or current diagnosis? So those two become the foundation. I'll tell you this, rarely have I ever seen a decision letter that states the veteran had the in-service event and the current diagnosis, but not the Nexus. Extremely rare. It's always you're missing one of the two. The in-service event or the current diagnosis. Those become the foundation of the Nexus, right? It's essentially the DBQ is what you're talking about. So yeah. Commercials during a live is stupid and a pain in the butt. YouTube sucks. Yep, they put them there. Okay. Even if I don't monetize the live or any videos, YouTube will still play ads. So well, turns out you can. Just had crappy experiences. Oh, I don't know what you're referring to. Born to Fly says my last C&P was insufficient. That sucks. So I thought in the end it turned out perfect. Wish I hadn't worried. Tons of anxiety. Okay, I will say this. I bash the VA a lot. I also give them praise when it's due. The system does work. Okay? You can ask anyone who's service connected, and they will tell you that the system does work. At some level, the system works. Jacob Gilhoff, thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. Make sure you download Discord. Make sure you link your YouTube and Discord accounts up. And welcome to the show. Okay, Mike Jones. It's never too late to file. Filed a claim 35 years out and won. Congrats to you, Mike. Rude Rabbit. For the 55-year-old rule, I got my 100% P&T. Congrats. Most conditions are listed as static. Would filing SMCS cause these older comp So SMCS is a bit weird, okay? The answer is yes, no, it shouldn't. But you're already P&T. If you have a solid argument for an SMC, then go for it. I want to emphasize solid argument, okay? If you don't, it is what it is. 1151 claims. That's where the VA made a mistake, right? Let me just Google that. Or existing injury from, yeah, while you're getting VA medical care or the VA employment program. Yeah, I mean, if your injury stems from that, go for it. Okay, absolutely go for it. Okay, Raphael says, get a copy of your medical records. Yep, sure. Oh, Teddy, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Make sure you link your Discord account to your YouTube account. Just diagnose PTSD. What's my next step? Okay. First, before we even do anything, what's your evidence from service? If you have a combat-related PTSD, obviously it's there. If not, what's your evidence from service? 2, submit the claim. That's it. Do not overcomplicate. Veterans, I'm going to say something that might piss people off. Veterans overcomplicate the process more than the process is complicated. Okay? Teddy, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Welcome to the team. Team of Lance Corporals makes the grass grow. All right. Alejandro, thank you for being a member. So I just went through my C&P exam for depression and anxiety. Had diagnosis, but buddy letters, not service connected, missing Nexus. Psychiatrist say they'll do it. Is it worth it if I already did my C&P exam? I would get that done and prepare for denial. Okay, just in case. And if you're approved, then don't worry about it. But if not, you at least have it ready to go. Tony, how do I go about getting a Nexus? I was denied IBS when I got out of the military, but the favorable finding says I was treated for it while in service, but I didn't have a diagnosis. Now I do have one. I wouldn't recommend a Nexus letter. I would just do a supplemental claim with your diagnosis. They're not. No one knows. Okay? No one knows. I will tell you a little secret. If you're watching this live stream, here's a secret that's happening on Thursday. Myself and Dr. Sharma will be doing a video, and he will describe what the new mental health criteria actually looks like in our day-to-day life. And I'll be asking him questions about that. So I'm going to try and get it out Thursday at 6 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. How's the video doing? How's my new video doing today? Let's see. Is it good or is it bad? It's not as good as I want it to be. Hold on. I have to comment on this. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Stupid people, dude. Stupid. Jacob. Oh, thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that. If you have a question, send it to me on Discord. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. J Rip, you know I'm already at the Hundo Club. Congrats. But I still enjoy listening and learning to help out a lot of my friends and buddies that are still in the process. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you. Thank you, J Rip. Feel free to answer questions as well. Can sleep apnea be linked to radiation and neck surgery? I've seen sleep apnea linked to certain exposures, not that specifically. I don't know, though. I'm not a... you need to talk to your healthcare team. Crypto Future, 30% PTSD, just awarded 70%, 50 migraines, 10 tinnitus. I cannot work. Is it time to get an accredited attorney involved to push for the 100% because it's static? You can submit an IU claim if you want. Clayton C. had hypertension at 0, denied twice. The third time had to say, do you want me not to take my meds and risk stroke so you can see my high blood pressure? Then got 10%. I agree with that. I hate how high blood pressure is rated. Tap. You have to be a member to see the link right now. It's somewhere in the chat, okay? Clayton C, yes, you should. Yes, that's a pretty easy increase there. These nuts. I like that. Thank you. I like it because I'm immature. Sorry. Says I was service connected for schizo disorder, 7%, and it has gotten worse. I have not had a job in 4 years. I filed for IU, was decreased to 50. They say that I work as a truck driver. I don't. Look at your decision letter, okay? And if you don't, then do a high-level review. Something is missing here. We're missing a key component here. Something's wrong. If you're within your 1 year window, do a HLR. Beast, 80%, but IU will apply for ANA, poke the bear, and can add spouse to the ANA. No, I don't think so. As long as you have your, as long as you rate that, okay? Submit your evidence. I wouldn't sweat it. Only up gaming. I can't get the VA to start VA compensation after submitting DD-214, showing I'm separated. I don't understand what's going on here. Are you active duty? Are you in a BDD claim? What does that look like for you? All right. In 10 minutes, we're going to end the stream. Quick question with the 7% PTSD and new guidelines. Should I submit for an increase? There are no new guidelines, but if you would rate the increase, the answer is yes. Robert Wells, 0% for blood pressure, filed, yep. 10% each leg, no mention. You have the bilateral factors account accounted for. Bob Snyder, I have a 40% rating for gunshot to my left knee and tinnitus. My doctor has written a Nexus for bilateral hip pain and loss of function to left knee giving out. Have CT scans and medication. How much increase should I expect to receive? Depends on your symptoms, man. To be honest with you, it's a pretty stupid question because I can't. It depends on your symptoms, right? Doesn't matter that you were shot outside of the evidence from service. That doesn't matter. What are your symptoms? What are your symptoms? And then once you figure that out, the VA will rate you, okay? Look at 38 CFR. You can answer that for yourself. I cannot tell you what your symptoms are. Do we actually catch questions here or in the Discord? For members, Discord would be your best course of action. What's your thoughts on Cold War veterans? There's a lot of them. I don't even know how to answer this. Okay. A veteran is a veteran. You have that honorable. Good in my book. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sorry, I missed an update on the CivDiv team. Nope, just myself, Jay, David Pietik throws me a video every now and then for VA home loan stuff. Members have access to Discord now. We're doing a free Nexus letter giveaway. And Dr. Sharma created a mental health course if you are interested in that. Ms. Raheem Jew, thank you for your amazing knowledge in helping us vets. I think we are amazed at how much you know and help veterans at your age. God bless. Thank you, Jew. I appreciate that. Mike O'Brien, is it normal when my claim for high blood pressure, prostate cancer, and thyroid all listed under VN service, and I have recent diagnosis for cancer? Yes, it's normal. I can show you my denial with in-service event and current diagnosis, but VA said no link. I would love to see that, Teddy. I would absolutely love to see that. And that seems like a very, very clear higher-level review or getting a Nexus. Okay, green light, what's up? I'm going to... Alejandro says, also filed multiple claims I did not have a diagnosis for. CMC examiner took x-ray results, says I have rhinitis and not sinusitis. Will I get rated from the x-ray? Yes. Yes. Okay, Jacob, PACT Act is going to let me apply for the first time. I have 8 diagnoses. Do I file all of them? Yes, you file all of them. All of them, okay? If you have evidence for the claim, you submit the claim. Yep, and yep, yes. Got to 81% with the help of your channel. Hey, thank you, Jose. Congrats to you. Can a work comp decision letter from a court that mentions conditions started in the military, can it be used as a nexus? No, it can't, but it's certainly evidence that supports the claim. How much does suicidal ideations factor into mental health ratings? A lot, especially at the 50 and 70% range. I told my C&P examiner that I felt like life was worthless, but I wasn't suicidal. That sounds like the 50% criteria. Should I file both hearing loss and tinnitus? Yes. Assuming you have the diagnosis. It's a bit embarrassing, but I got pretty bad depression and literally doing nothing for 2.5 years while being in service. Do you think I stand any chance? You need the big 3, okay? You need the big 3. I can't even comment on this because you need the big 3. The in-service event, the current diagnosis. Those become the foundation for the nexus. Crypto, many thanks for the information you've shared in the past. I did just get increased from 30 to 90 without using nexus letters, IMOs, or other outside help. This has literally been life-changing. Awesome. Congrats to you. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so Moon, she's been out. Love what you do, man. 60% and done here. Feeling like I'm where I deserve and I'm at peace with that. Awesome. Congrats to you. No. Clay, how is the new CivDiv squad shaping up? It's busy over here, dude. I've been fighting since 03. Finally got my 4th and final remand from the board. Found an error. The VA did not request my earnings statement was from Social Security. Then I'll get final ruling. How long? No one knows the answer to any timeline questions ever in the history of the VBA, ever. For any situation. I would like to get your thoughts on my decision letter. Yep, you're a member. Put it in the Discord. Redact the info. Okay? Redact the info. Do you believe in the term poking the bear? I think that term is stupid. Are there raters who aim to reduce veterans? No. No, there are not. If there were raters aiming to reduce veterans, a lot of veterans would have decreases. Okay? Do not let listen. Do not let YouTube tell you that the VA is actively decreasing veteran ratings. It's not happening. Okay? Does that make for good clickbait and poking the bear and high value claims? Of course it does. It's YouTube. Okay? But the VA system works. I will bash the VA when it's warranted, but the VA system works, obviously. If it didn't work, a third of all veterans who ever submitted claims, a third of all veterans, so out of, I want to say 7 million veterans, are service connected. Can I file for one child, my child, even if I don't have myself on the birth certificate? If it's your child, then yes. Okay, if they live with you, then yes. How long would it take the VA to get my earnings statement from Social Security? I don't know. I don't know. Do you have to go through a C&P exam if you have a Nexus letter from your doctor? Yep. You need a DBQ, okay? Does the VA schedule unwarranted C&P exams? They absolutely do. They absolutely do. If you're scheduled, should you go to it? I can't tell you that. You have to understand if your claim truly is fully developed or not. But if you don't have a DBQ, then yeah, you need to go to your C&P exam. Okay, that's very point blank. I was denied for anxiety, headaches after being assaulted, and I had submitted 2 witness statements and my primary care and 2 other Nexus letters. The VA stated that I was not treated while active duty. You need to appeal that, Mr. Jew. You need to appeal that. There's definitely some context here that I need to see so you can form that appeal correctly, but that sounds like an appeal to me. Okay. Toxic exposure is not PACT Act. It is TERA. It is exposure. Oh, dude, we are almost at the bottom. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we'll get to the bottom. Waiting on VA to get my earnings statement. Okay, got it. Been out since 2005, about to be put in a pocket now because the VA treated me horribly, and when I got out, I never went back. I plan on filing for knee, sinusitis, rhinitis, hearing loss, tinnitus, and PTSD. Okay. Have an appointment this week with ortho, doc. Live free. Just message me on Discord on this one. Okay. This is going to be a lengthy one. I already know. I'm going to ask you a ton of questions. It would be a lot more obvious, in my opinion, if raters were actually out to get us. I think it would too. Any idea how can I collect my medical evidence that I had after I picked up my records from Lejeune Hospital? Are they not in there? All my C&P examiners said my military records were full and there was evidence there for everything I claimed. How likely do you think it is? I think you're going to get, I think you have a solid claim. If you have the in-service events, you have a solid claim. Okay? The number one reason for denial, and I'm going to say this very point blank, the number one reason I see veterans get denied is because they don't have evidence from service. I'm telling you right now, if you have no medical evidence from service, you are fighting an uphill battle. It's not impossible. It's just difficult. Okay? So if you do have medical evidence, you are good to go. Okay, that's the end of the stream. Thank you for coming to the stream. Be sure to enter into the free Nexus letter giveaway happening July 1st. So you have a whole month to enter into that. And then Dr. Sharma just released his mental health course if you're serious about helping your mental health. Okay. So that's all I got. Thank you very much for coming to the stream, and I'll see you in Discord.